Community Mindfulness is a weekly 20-minute videocast of guided mindfulness practice. I'm the volunteer leader, Andrea Marion, yoga and mindfulness teacher since 2004. I live and work in Burlington, Vermont. So how does community mindfulness work? Well, you sit quietly and do very little, actually. Follow the suggestions that I give or practice what feels comfortable to you. A focus on the breathing or notice thoughts and let them go. In this non-doing, a natural receptive capacity for awareness and joy arises, however subtle or small. We start to notice that it feels good to be in the present, connected to what's happening. With practice, it's like blowing on a small flame. Mindfulness in everyday living gets stronger and stronger, and we are lucky to have this capacity that builds and supports safety, freedom, peacefulness, and well-being for ourselves and others. There's a sweetness, joy, and beauty in the moment. So let's begin. Welcome to Community Mindfulness. This week we will explore the mindfulness style of hearing, particularly tuning into what we can hear in our thoughts, in the pause between our thoughts, and in what is around us in the environment. Knowing that our thoughts are just phenomenon, and we have an awareness or a consciousness ability to listen to our thoughts. And so let us begin by taking a seat in your chair, on a sofa, on the floor. You may even lie down or lean back against something if you choose. Close or lower the eyelids. And just notice the difference right off that you have begun the process of settling in for mindfulness and what that means. You can feel the groundedness of your seat to the chair or sofa or floor. You can feel the liftedness of your spine and the air around your body. You can notice your breath. An inhale and an exhale. One after another. Effortless, occurring without your need to attend to it or make it happen. It's just a flow that you can pay attention to. And starting right off with hearing, the breath itself may have a sound. Now, there may be fans or other noises in your environment that you don't hear the breath. So we're going to make a couple of sounds with our breath. So the first one is one of my favorites, and it's called bumblebee breath. So we're going to take a big breath in and then put our lips together and make a hum like a bumblebee. And we're going to do it 3 times, and I'm going to demonstrate it. So big breath in. It's kind of like a hum. So let's practice that, and you can really listen to it. And you can hum as long as you want to. Take a long breath and just give that bumblebee as long as it wants to make its little buzz, and then take another inhale. And we're going to do this 3 times, and we'll all be at different paces. So go ahead. Here we go. Inhale, big inhale. Oh, please, I would like you to unmute yourself so we can hear this cacophony of bumblebees. So everybody unmute yourselves. All right, good. So here we go. Inhale. Very nice. That resonance in the body from the bee. Now the second breath we're going to do that makes a sound is called an ujjayi breath, or it's sometimes laughingly called the Darth Vader breath, because it sounds like a noise over your throat that's very loud. It's almost as if you were standing in front of a mirror and you were breathing out and you wanted to fog up that mirror, but your lips were sealed. So I'll demonstrate. Can you hear that? Did you hear?
No.
Here, I'll try and make it as loud as I can. Did you hear that? No, you
No.
can't hear it. Okay, so just imagine, it is not as loud as the bumblebee breath, but imagine that you were trying to fog up a mirror, but that your lips were closed. So you breathe in and you don't make any audible sound, but it sounds like Darth Vader breathing through his mask. It's kind of like a whooshing sound. Do 3 breaths like that. Everybody hear that sound in the back of their throat? Everybody sort of know what I'm talking about? Yep. Okay. And the next thing that we're going to do, and we'll leave our mutes off for this, is a big sigh, a breath in and a sigh out with the exhale. And we'll do that 3 times. Big inhale. Very nice. 3 different breaths that make a sound. So now you can go ahead and mute yourselves. And we'll go right into auditory thought in our thinking. So thoughts can be anything. They can be random. They can be judgments, opinions, beliefs, songs, rhymes, affirmations, happy thoughts, celebrations, criticisms. They can be anything. And that's all that they are, just phenomenon. So direct your attention to your thoughts. Whatever comes up, just allow it to be. And then notice if there's a pause after it before another thought. And then notice the other thought. Take your time with this. If your thoughts are coming rapid fire, see if you can really pay attention and hear each one, which may slow it down a little bit. If there's a lot of space between your thoughts, you can listen to the pause in between the thoughts and know that you have this mindfulness, this consciousness, that awareness that can listen to your thoughts. Very valuable skill. If your mind wanders, that's okay. It might do that. You might go to other sensations of feeling or seeing images, but just return to internal thought. There might be thoughts, there might be sounds that you can hear outside of your head in your environment. And don't worry, we'll get to those. But for right now, they're at the outside edge of awareness. And your attention and intention is to pay attention to the thought in your mind. As if you were a bat and you could catch every nuance. So often, there's so much going through our minds, thought, 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 and we have no idea what it is, what it's saying to us. And this is the opportunity to sort of catch each one. Settle in to your focus, your relaxed, focused attention on thought. And be sure to notice the pause at the beginning and the end of each thought. There is one, even if it doesn't seem like it. There is a pause because one has to end and one has to begin. So there has to be an ending and a beginning. And you can watch your thoughts as if they were waves coming into shore. You're sitting on the shore, and each thought is a wave that rolls in, spreads up onto the sand, and disappears again into the ocean. Maybe there are a lot of waves or a lot of ripples, but watch them as if you were watching waves. Your mindfulness, your consciousness, your awareness is noticing thought and the pause between thoughts. Knowing that our thoughts are not us, they're not necessarily true or untrue, they just are. Very good. And now we'll switch to what might be a little easier is the thoughts in the outside environment. So you may hear we have fans on in the house to keep the dogs cool. I hear a whirring fan. You may hear a clock ticking or a drip or some traffic outside. Give your attention to sound in your environment. Some of us have tinnitus, and we may hear that. There's a kind of, could possibly be an undercurrent of thought that's sort of subconscious beneath the surface. That may be rumbling. And draw your attention. Some of us sense that we feel as if we are hearing a kind of primordial energy, sort of a buzz. of all that is. Any of those sounds you can tune into and give your focus to. Practicing strengthening that concentration muscle. Just for a few more breaths, listen to the sounds in your environment. Give all your attention to them. Really focus on them. Takes a little bit of effort. It's relaxed effort, but it is effort or intention. Very good. And the last sound we are going to do, we're going to make all together again. So gently open your eyes and unmute. And on the count of three, we are all going to say, hello, friends. So 1, 2, 3. Hello, friends. Very good. Thank you for mindfulness tonight and for that lovely greeting. And we will see you next week.